Good morning, everybody. I wanted to give you a quick look at the way things are going. I got the hunting knife, this Nessmuk style hunting knife, hand sanded yesterday. I'm going to glue it up today, get the video wrapped up for you. But I wanted to address something this morning. I get asked a lot of questions about my belt progression pre-heat treat and post-heat treat. Now, most of the time doing heavy stock removal, like profile grinding or something like that, I will use a 36 grit to get started and then progress my way up to an 80 grit. Now, my bevels are always ground in with an 80 grit belt, and that's usually pre-heat treat. Post-heat treat, I will come out and I will start back with an 80 grit, and I will do the flats and the bevels. Then I will come in with a 120. I'll go up to a 240, and then this right here is a 400 grit Trizact belt, and at that point, I should be all ready for hand sanding. Now, when you hear me talk about Scotch-Brite belts here on the channel, these are my Scotch-Brite belts. I've got a brown, a maroon, a blue, and a gray. So it goes from coarse to finer to ultra fine. So when you hear me talk about using Scotch-Brite belts, that's what these are. These are just that spongy material. At the hardware stores, you see it. It's little brown blocks or whatever that you can use on different pieces of wood. It's basically the same material. And so that's when you hear me talk about Scotch-Brite belts, that's what I'm using. When you hear me talk about Trizact belts, this is what I'm using. It's got a complete different finish than a ceramic belt. If you hear me talk about a J-Flex belt is a flexible belt, which is like this one right here. See, these belts here are harder, nowhere near as flexible. And so when you hear me talk about a J-Flex, that's what it is. And you can see here on the number, we got a P240 for 240 grit, and we got a JF right here for J-Flex. So that's my progression. Pre-heat treat, I will grind my bevels in at an 80 grit, come back out after heat treat. I go 80, 120, 240, Trizact, and then sand. This Trizact's a 400. And if I'm doing just Scotch-Brite, I'll come out, I will go 80, 120, 240, and 400 sometimes, and then I'll just jump right over to the gray Scotch-Brite belt. Also keep in mind, if you're going to hand sand, it's probably best not to use these very much and to not be very aggressive with them, because they will sand over your lines. It'll take all the sharpness of your edges away. And while we're at it, this is, if you ever hear me talk about a scalloped belt, that's what these are, because of the scalloped edges. Hope this helps you out, especially for those of y'all starting out. Hit that sub button if you would, and I'll see you soon when we get that one finished up. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.